Hello. Look at this cute little manicure that I've had for the last week, maybe. It is a pre-cured press-on gel strip and the cutest little marble design and like a jelly pink and a pale white pink, and I like it. It did what it needed to do because I didn't have time to sit down and do a manicure because I was sick and I needed to get back to work, and I wanted to try them, so I did. But now it's time to take them off, and the instructions say they soak off with cuticle oil. So this is my cuticle oil that I got from Marshall's for like $4. You might be able to find it. I don't really know that it's actually cuticle oil, but that's how I use it. So I just slather that on to the nails, making sure to get really, get the cuticle area really saturated so that I can begin removing these strips. This is the first time I've ever used them. They're not very expensive. I keep seeing them around and I wanted to try them, and got this kit. I have another one that I might use for the holidays, but this one was good for like the end of summer. So I'm using a cuticle pusher here. I have a little nail bag where I keep all of my implements, my cuticle pushers, my files, my buffers, all kinds of good stuff in there. Please don't talk about it because it is dirty, it is dusty. I have not cleaned it out, but nobody else uses it but me, so okay. Well, I switched to the other side because it was proving quite difficult to pry these off with the larger end of the cuticle pusher, so I just keep adding more oil, hoping to break down the glue. I guess it's glue. Like it seems like the strip itself is gel, but it attaches to your finger with some kind of sticky adhesive. So I did have to cure these under a lamp for 30 seconds, I think. And I was kind of nervous about what they would do to my nails, trying to remove them. And it was very difficult to get these things off. I don't think I will do these again anytime soon. I definitely have a holiday set that I want to try. And maybe it's just, first time not really knowing how much oil to use. Maybe need to just soak and sit in the oil for a while, because eventually they all did come off, but not without a good bit of effort. Now my main concern was how healthy my nail was going to be with this rip off layers of my nail, and I end up with damage or something like that. That would make me heated. But as it turns out, there was no damage at all. My nail looks very healthy, and now that it's been saturated with cuticle oil, it's even more moisturized. There's no loss of layers, there's no cracking, there's no scraping. It came off with a little bit of work, but definitely kept my nails healthy. So I'm just going to continue to take these off with a different tool that has a little bit of a curved shape that probably will fit under there more easily. And as you see, they started to come off. I think just the oil needed a little bit more time to break down the glue before I actually started trying to lift them. So if you do end up trying something like this, don't freak out if they don't come off immediately. Just keep adding cuticle oil. I needed to use quite a bit. Give it some time and they will come right off. Just like that. So I have one more to do. My thumbs are really wide. I have a very wide nail bed on my thumbs, and for some reason it stuck so much more to my thumbnail than to the others, and I had to do all kinds of gymnastics and acrobatics to get this thing off. But it finally did come off, and did the other hand. I'll just breeze through that so you don't have to sit and watch all the time that it took to get these pre-cured gel strips off. But I will say they were easy to use. I work as a nail tech part-time, but it is my only job, and my hands are in the water all day long. I'm using nail polish remover. I'm filing people's nails, accidentally catching my own nails when I file, lifting boxes and stuff. So having a gel product on keeps my nails strong. And this is it. It's originally like 14 bucks, but I got it for not that. And there's another wear in here. I could probably get 2 more, maybe not 2 more, but probably 1 more set. If I switched it up with another set, I could probably get 2 more wears. But I think there's enough in there to wear, to get two complete sets of nails. So now I'm just dehydrating with pure acetone, getting all that extra glue, adhesive off, and dehydrating my nail just a little bit to prepare it for my manicure. I won't be doing gel. I'm just using regular nail polish today. But even regular nail polish needs a little bit of a drier surface to be able to adhere. And so it's a good idea to use acetone. If acetone is too strong for you and it does dry out your skin, it's okay to use like 70% isopropyl alcohol. And if you don't want it on your skin, like I got it all over my skin, instead of using a cotton pad, you can just use a Q-tip and dehydrate the nail and cleanse off all that stuff. So now I'm just going to do a mini shape. I'm not doing my cuticle area. I'm not nipping. I'm not pushing anything back. We ain't doing all that today. This is just essentially a polish change, straighten up and neaten up my free edge so I can kind of keep my narrow, rounded oval shape, and just kind of make a nice, neat surface for my polish when I'm ready to apply. So this is a new set of files. I haven't used these before. I wouldn't say they're like the greatest. They came in one of my student kits. They definitely get the job done, but I fumbled around with them a little bit because the files that I use at work are much smaller and more stiff. They're not as flexible as these. So it was just a little bit of a learning curve to kind of make it fit on my nail. So I'm used to using just a more narrow file, not one this wide. Okay, so we'll speed up on the right hand. I am right-handed, and it's boring as I don't know what to watch me do anything with my non-dominant hand, so I will spare you that. Alright, so now that we have our shape just kind of neatened up, I'm gonna take off the dust just with a little sanitizer because I don't feel like doing the acetone all over again. This is the Otly spray, sanitizing spray. It's really nice. I think it does have some emollients to it, but it's fine for natural nails. I probably wouldn't use it to prep for gels or anything, But for natural nails, it's good. It just gets the extra dust off, any little pieces of residual glue or adhesive that might still be on there. This is a good way to do it with a little lint-free pad, because my cotton pads had all types of lint in them. Honey, please, it's a mess. But these nails are not. They're looking healthy. I'm so happy. Get rid of those little lints, because they will show up on my nail polish and I can't stand it. One thing I cannot stand is lint in my nail polish messing up my manicure. So lint-free wipes, everybody. They're right next to the cotton pads. Okay, y'all don't laugh at my beat up old buffer. We're gonna speed through this so y'all can't make fun of me. Alright, time for base coat. My favorite base coat is Sank Base Coat by this indie brand called Cuticula. Their scented base coats and top coats are so nourishing. They're cruelty-free, they're 7-free, and you can also get them unscented, but I do like her scents. I got pink sugar and blackberry lemon curd. And the color choices today are coming from my first ever Otly Colorpass box, Terra Nova, and these colors are just gorgeous for fall. It's the most beautiful color story. There are just a range of warm colors, bright colors that just remind you of the leaves changing, and I just love them. So the good thing about this particular collection is you can kind of mix and match a lot of these colors if you want to do nail art, or like me, you like to wear more than one color on each nail. So I'm gonna just pick 2 of my favorites and we're gonna get started making these nails pop. So we're gonna add a little sparkle. After all, sparkle is in my name. And this is a dollar store LA Colors glitter that I have had for way too long. But it's so cute, isn't it so pretty? I can't wait to figure out what I'm gonna do with this. But it'll be something fun to just add some glitz and some glam to this very special autumn manicure. One thing I really like about Cuticula is their applicator brush. It is wide and rounded at the edge, so it fits perfectly in the cuticle area. So it's very easy for beginners. It's easy for professionals, hobbyists, enthusiasts, to just quickly apply, efficiently get the product where it needs to go, and you don't run the risk of like flooding your nails or having things be where they don't belong, because the shape of the brush is so perfectly formed to your cuticle area. And it's also, I think, nylon bristles versus plastic. I don't know what other polish companies use, but these bristles do have a different feel. They glide, they seem to hold on to the polish a lot easier. and just much more easy to control. So I really like it for that, in addition to all the nourishing elements. If you're not wearing base coat on your nails, I highly recommend that you do. Base coat does a couple of three things. First, it protects your nails from stains from the pigments in the nail polish that you're going to wear. And oftentimes, at least if you get a really good quality one, they contain lots of nourishing ingredients to help strengthen the nail. You know, the nail is dead tissue. It's not living. It's not breathing. So if you're in water a lot, or you're a gardener, or you just like to work with your hands, your nails can get dry, they can get beat up, and having a good base coat is a way to protect them from cracking, from splitting, from breaking, peeling, and all that good stuff. So grab yourself a good base coat. If you don't have time to do color, throwing a beautiful clear coat of healthy base is a great way to have a nice classy manicure and protect your nails. Time for my favorite part. It's color, and I'm using Starlit Shell, this gorgeous, rich, deep purple color from Orly. I love Orly polishes. I used to think they were just for old people back in the day, but they're really beautiful. And this magenta is called Bedrock Bloom, and it's just so luscious. I love it. So I'm gonna be quiet and let you enjoy this beautiful application. I rarely wear only one color on each hand. I'm a big fan of switching up colors and creating a whole different look just by having two different hands sometimes. I never match my toes to my hands. I just can't do it. And sometimes I'll find a color and I fall in love with it and I'm like, oh, I just have to do that manicure. And as soon as I start painting, I'm like, this other color over here would be a perfect match. So it's rare that I will have one single color on all 10 fingers and all 10 toes. So I don't know, call me crazy. Anybody out there feel the same? One thing that's interesting about polish is the first coat is usually a little streaky. It usually doesn't have the full impact of the color that you see in the bottle, and it can kind of throw you off. And so what I have learned over many, many, many years of doing my nails is trust the process. Because by the time you add that second coat, it's going to blow your mind. The saturation, the richness, the depth of the color, especially if you're using a really quality brand that uses excellent pigments. And this manicure is just fire. I mean, I don't know what y'all say, but this color is dope. Just watch how it transforms from that streaky pale to this really luscious deep purple. It's so cool. Thank you, Otly. How beautiful is that? It's time to zhuzh it up a little bit. I'm not going to do anything too crazy today. I'm not a super talented nail artist, although I hope to improve my skills over time, but I do like to play around a little bit. Today I'm keeping it super simple with just some soft, calm, curvy lines to give it a little pizzazz and top it all off with something special at the end. So pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna top off with a little bit of sparkle. Okay, so when you have like old, gloopy, sparkly, glittery polish, the best way to apply it is with a dotting tool because it just gives you more control. You can put it right where you want it to go. You can start with a little and build up, spread it around without messing up the rest of your manicure. So we're just gonna put a little on the smallest lines here, very cutesy, very demure, very mindful. How cute is that? I can't resist putting some on the purple parts. We're gonna put some on the purple parts. Yes! You don't need a lot, just a little bit. We're not trying to overwhelm. We're not trying to get folks' attention and knock people out. We want to be very mindful, to be very cutesy here. But I think this is a little bit more than cutesy, but it is definitely very mindful in the application. Check this out. Finishing this hand off, and oh my goodness, I love it. So repeating the same steps on my right hand with results that are almost just as beautiful. Alright, it is time to apply Cuticula's Limitless Quick Dry Top Coat, which does just what it says. It dries the polish super fast. It gives it the most glossy shine, almost like it's a gel, and protects your polish from chipping, from dulling, from yellowing. If you use a lot of chemicals, if you clean a lot, if you're in daycare like I used to be and you get all kinds of baby fluids all over you, your manicure is gonna suffer. And so top coat is really gonna help with that. When I put top coat over a new nail design, especially when I have lots of different colors, I tend to top coat the lightest color first, and then you want to kind of float the liquid over the nail. You don't want to brush it hard like you're repainting. You just want to take a good amount, not so much that it's dripping all over the place, but not too little that you have to drag it along, and just let it kind of float across the top of the nail, and the top coat will do the rest, just like that. Now is the time to apply cuticle oil. And this is one that I've been trying out for a couple of months. The brand is called Nails by Meech. I found her on Instagram, and she has all of these roller ball cuticle oils that she crafts herself, and they're so convenient. I have one for my purse, one for home, and I will link her down below just in case you're interested. I always do lotion after my cuticle oil to let the cuticle oil sink in, and then seal everything with my lotion. And then that's it, y'all. A beautiful, fun, easy manicure that's as mindful and demure and cutesy as you could possibly be. Thank you so much for joining me. I had fun sharing my sparkle with you. Hope you share yours with someone else. Bye-bye.